This is Glorieta Day 5, and we're very, very sad. That's why there are teardrops on the screen. We're crying. We are so sad because it is our last day. So, anyway, you can see my teardrops all over the screen. I'm so sad. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's cool.
I know, right? Your glasses look weird.
Your face looks weird.
I'm in a video blog. Surprise guest. This is Kayla back there. Hello. Nice. Hey, Kayla. Okay, that was Kayla. She's now in the hall from us. Now I get positioned it back. There. It looks closer than before now.
What is wrong with your webcam?
I don't know.
Can we restart this?
Hang on. Wait. I'm gonna work on that. Okay, there we go. Alright, sorry about that, people. Technical difficulties. Yeah. So, anyway, today is day 5, so it's our last video. We're very, very sad about that. And, let me think. Let's see. Well, today was really good, because Matt Chandler once again spoke, and he's amazing. And I actually wrote down some stuff from what he said because it's really good. And I tried to record some of parts of the sermon because it's not really a sermon, but parts of the sessions because they were so good that I feel cheated that I only get to listen to it once, and I just want to drink in everything he says.
See, I told you he was awesome. I told you all the first half of the week, and you
That's
didn't
very
listen.
nice, Jennifer. Okay, dear.
Shut up.
Anyway. The thing I put down from this morning, it had to do a lot with this morning, was something he said that was really good. And he said, you will never put sin to death if Jesus is not more lovely to you than sin. So, I thought that was really, really interesting, because he was saying you have to be so in love with God that the sin just goes away, so you can't just focus on getting rid of the sin and trying to fix yourself. You have to be in love with God, and that will help you take care of the sin because He will be beautiful to you and lovely to you.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. And then let me see. Do I have the notes from this evening?
Pretty much everything Matt Chandler says.
Yeah, I do. And then this evening, the thing I wrote down that he said 1,000 great things, but the one thing that stuck out was the more you stare at you, the less you can focus on God. So.
How did I miss that part?
It's really good. I don't know if that was exactly how he said it. I know that he said the first part that way, but I couldn't remember exactly how he said the last part. But the general idea was that the more you're focused on you and the more self-righteous you are, then the less that you're able to focus on God and see how wonderful He is.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I did hear that.
I thought that was really good.
Breakout sessions today weren't extremely remarkable for me.
Yeah.
I went to, tonight I went to the history of the church in 1 hour, so it's a lot of information, which I should have known was a stupid idea for me to go to that, because when I've got a ton of information being thrown at me, I zone out. I try to pay attention, but I zone out.
I like to drink it in when I get information, if it's interesting. But I did have a boring one this morning, too. I
remember what I went to this
I had
morning.
soul care, and a lot of it was, he kept saying, your eyes are the window to your soul, and I kind of just shut down after that. Mostly, I really tried to pay attention, but it gets so cheesy for me that there's a point where I'm just like, okay. But anyway, it was interesting. It was just not my thing, so. But the last one I did was very, very good. It was called I Do, I Don't, the Biblical Theology of Singleness and Marriage. And that one was fantastic. It was one of my 2 favorites this week. He was really good. He went through the Bible and a history of things about what the Bible says about being single and being married. And it was very good. He leaned towards being single, but he also said that it's either way, you can be called either way. And he said it's good to get married. Some of you are going to get married, and that's what you should do. That's what God is calling for you. And some of you are going to remain single because that's what you should do, and that's what God has called you to do. And 2 funny things happened while we were in there. In the middle of it, got to a really serious point where he was talking slowly, and he was talking about something. All of a sudden, in the middle of the serious part, this girl's phone goes off in the middle of the room. You'll never guess what her ringtone was. If you see The Lion King, you know how the Circle of Life song starts. And so we hear the beginning of the Circle of Life song in the middle of the serious part, and everybody starts cracking up. And he's like, God is calling her. Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
So, anyway, that was interesting. And then at the end, my favorite part was when one of the girls was going to ask a question. I guess she didn't really think through it and think how the question would sound. But she looks up at her and she goes, "Hey," because he had said he was single. And so she goes, "So do you want to get married?" And so anyway, he didn't notice it at first, but then one of the guys started laughing. And so then he goes, the first thing he said was, he says, some days, and then he realized how it sounded, and he's like, "I'm taking resumes."
That's
And then he's
awesome.
like, "Thank you for the offer." I feel sorry for her. She must have been really embarrassed. But anyway, it was a really good breakout session. Fantastic. So anyway,
And then we went to the Pecos River this afternoon,
I was waiting for you to bring that one up.
and it is freezing. It is
Yeah, it's
really, really
pretty
cold when you get in. Oh, and then there were these near
It's a
the
bit nippy.
near the deep part of the water. There's these rocks, and people were jumping off them into the water, and it looked really cool. And I was like, I want to do that, but I'm chicken, and so I was like, I'm gonna do it. And so I went up there, and there was like one part that was like about 7 feet high, and another part, Thomas said it was like 12 feet, but I swear it was higher than that. It was got to be like 15. But I went up to the highest one, and everybody's jumping off that one, and one of the girls that went a few people ahead of me stood there for like 10 minutes with us. Everyone saying, "Come on, you can do it," and she kept almost doing it and then chickening out. She finally did it, and so then a few more people went, and then it was my turn. So I resolved I was going to do it. I was not going to back down. I'm quoting Philippians 4:13 over and over again in my head, actually sort of
Oh my gosh, I wasn't gonna see that.
whispering it, mumbling it. It might have been loud enough for people to hear, I don't know. But I get up there and I look down at the rocks and how far down it is, and I'm like,
It wasn't that far.
it looked far. And I was like,
No, it didn't.
I'm gonna die. But I was like, I am not backing down. And then, everybody else is shouting encouragement. And Brittany has her video camera, and her encouragement to me was, "Jennifer, I'm recording this. If you back down, everyone's gonna know."
Oh yeah, if you back down, I was gonna post it on Facebook.
And
But
so,
yeah, I knew that would get you down, so I get credit for getting you to jump.
no, I was gonna jump anyway. It's just I would have hesitated a lot more if you hadn't said
Yeah,
that.
she didn't actually hesitate that
So
long.
I did. After she said that, I stood there for a couple more seconds, and then I was like, "You know what? I'm doing this." And I jumped and screamed, and then landed in the water, and
It's funny.
it was awesome. It was awesome. And then I did it again a few
Except
minutes later.
unfortunately, Jennifer doesn't know how to jump correctly.
Because I don't exactly have experience jumping off
You
cliffs.
might as well have done a belly flop. You could have died.
I don't have experience jumping off cliffs, okay? It's not exactly something my parents allow
Okay,
for sports.
she
They're a bit
jumped.
overprotective.
And you're supposed to put your feet first when you jump. She jumped and she is laying on her back as she goes
I
down,
didn't do
and
it.
she hits the water like that. And everybody heard this horrible noise of her hitting the water, and all you can hear everybody go ooh, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did we just kill Jennifer? Is she dead?
And then I came up out of the water, of course I was a little bit in shock because it's very cold, but I come out and I'm pretty much okay. I come up out of the water, and I go up to Brittany, and she
We're all
says,
just staring at her like, are you okay?
she says, "That looked like it hurt." And my nervous system
Yeah.
kicked in right about then, and I was like, yeah, it did hurt. Ow. But it was still really fun, and I'm still glad I did it, because I'm really glad I didn't chicken out. Because it's like, if I hadn't done it, the whole rest of the day I would be thinking, I wish I had. But
Okay,
since I did
Jennifer,
it,
we're on a time limit.
but since I did
Anyway.
it, I don't regret it. It was awesome.
I jumped too. I actually did jump first.
She just jumped once, though.
Yeah, I just jumped one because I wanted to get wet and then I wanted to dry off and I want to be really sopping on the
No, I was
bus,
standing
so.
there on the rocks thinking, okay, it's not too late for me to chicken out. I can go back down and nobody will ever know. And then I turn around and Brittany's standing next to me and I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah. So anyway, I
Now I
went
have
up
to go.
there and it was very cold, but I went across there to go up and when I got up there, there's this guy that was before me and he took an eternity. It's just like, I don't know if I can do it. And I thought, oh my gosh. I was like, I'm going to be faster than this guy. I am not going to be such a wimp.
The guys were bigger pansies than we were.
Yeah, they were. And so, anyway, I So I get up there and I just look at the guy that's helping us onto the peak where you jump off of. I just look at him. I go, just tell me where to aim. And he's like, okay, well just aim for right there. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And then I look down at Shelby. I'm like, Shelby, we good? Are you recording this? And she goes, yeah, we're good. So I jumped, and unfortunately, I don't think I jumped correctly either because they said that I narrowly missed hitting the rocks.
Yeah.
I went down okay though. I didn't. When I watched the video back, it didn't even look like I jumped. I just kind of slipped off of it. I thought I jumped, but I just kind of dropped. I guess
You're getting louder, and
Sorry.
the acoustics in this place, you can hear everything.
But anyway, we had fun. And then on the way back, this is just a funny little thing to throw in there. On the way back, one of Kevin's in the back, and he's yelling at one of the guys. He goes, "Adam, shut your vent!" Somebody goes, "No, you shut your vent."
Okay, the thing was that he was fixing the air conditioning vent, and he was like, "Hey, Adam, you need to shut your air vent up there." And Adam didn't hear him, so he's like, "Adam, shut your vent!" And Adam says, "Well, you shut your vent."
Yeah, so now instead of shut up, we say shut your vent.
Because it's so much more fun.
Yeah, it does sound awesome. So then the violence count for today is, I think I hit Jennifer. I pushed you once. Yeah, I pushed
When did
you.
you push me?
I pushed you earlier when you were following me and Shelby, because Shelby won something and said she wanted to go backstage and find out what it was. And anyway, Jennifer was following us like a little kid, and I was like, Jennifer, go back and watch the seats for crying out loud.
I saved our spots, and nobody took anything.
Anyway, I pushed her, and then
Not like anybody would want a bag of Cheetos and a package of crackers.
I think I kicked you too again. That's about it. It wasn't that bad. It's only 2. I don't even think I threatened you today. But you have threatened me quite a few times today, thank you.
Mostly when we were going up the mountain to go on the zip line.
Yeah, hurry up. We've got 11 and a half minutes.
Okay, we walked all the way up to where the zip line course, is, and then we had to walk up a mountain after that. After signing this medical release form that I had to, try to write in the dark. And so I was getting frustrated. And then I had to put on this heavy equipment and climb up a mountain. And the whole time, I'm like, Brittany, I am going to kill you if we live through this.
Okay, let me tell it how it really was. So, we signed the form, so we get geared up because we're one of the first ones out there, and I'm pumped. I'm like, this is going to be so fun. And we get up there, and Jennifer almost dies by the time we're up there. And she's like climbing, she's like, I don't know if I can make it, and she's threatening my life the whole time. And she's going, Brittany, I don't think I can do this. And she's like, I don't know. And then, so we get up there, and we go up the ladder, which, by the way, is the worst part because you can fall off the ladder and die.
Shakes.
Yeah, you can fall off the ladder and die, and there's nothing under you except rocks, sharp rocks. But then they attach you to something, so you're cool. But anyway, we get up there, and as we're about to go, Jennifer sits there, and it's like she's praying.
I was quoting Philippians 4:13 again.
Yes. She's saying, I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me. I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me.
That's exactly what I was doing.
And it was funny. It was hysterical. And she's talking to the guy, have anybody died while going down this?
Was it your fault for not securing the rope?
Yeah, and she was complaining the whole time, and she was whining. I'm just going, oh my gosh, Jennifer, just shut up. It's going to be okay. Shut your bit. And so anyway, we went down, and it was fun. She even went a second time, even though she complained that time too. But
it was awesome, though.
Yes, it will
the
change
worst
your
part
life.
is when you first jump off the platform. After that, it's not so bad.
Yeah, we screamed. I'm screaming the second time I go down there. I'm like, faster, faster, faster. So anyway, we had fun going down that one. Oh, and we got bracelets from our community group too.
Yeah,
the girls in our community group made those bracelets.
It looks like that, yeah.
For that verse, it says that
a
rope,
cord of 3 strands is not easily broken.
Is not easily broken. So, anyway, they were really nice because that was our last day with our community group. So I think that's about it. We have to pack up tonight. It's almost 1 o'clock. We still have to pack and get ready to go and leave at 7. But that's okay. We'll sleep in the bus.
Hey, when are we gonna upload this video?
Oh gosh, tomorrow.
Alright.
Yeah, so, anyway, they already know that, though. They know when it was uploaded. So, anyway...
But we haven't mentioned that we miss Amy yet.
You have been a wonderful audience, people, and yes, Amy, we do miss you desperately.
Because we're both trying to fill in your role. I mean, she's trying to be nice to me, and I'm trying to be concerned about her eating habits, because she's not eating
Okay,
anything.
Jennifer, we're way over the time limit. Anyway, Facebook, y'all have been a wonderful audience, and we will miss you
Do not
greatly.
cut me off this time when I say something. Peace out.